Hello lovelies, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. And yes, welcome back. We are here to be watching some more AND2BLE content. Now, I haven't really gotten much feedback from what I have been asking, so I'm just going to be doing this in sort of a way where I think whatever I need to get to filming, I will get that done. So I'm here today to watch some AND2BLE content because last week I watched and listened to the album. Very fun. I really enjoyed the songs. And today we're going to be checking out some of the performances from the B-sides that I've not yet checked out. We're also going to get to the curious dance practice because some of you guys recommended that I'd actually get to that because the performance that I watched in the album listen was a little bit like a lot of those performances are, where you don't really get the entirety, you don't really get all the details. So that is what we're going to get to. And I also want to watch the prologue that they released. I don't know exactly what it entails. I don't know what it is exactly, but I assume it's supposed to be like a, hey, this is who we are, this is what we want to do, this is our concept. At least I think so. I don't really know for sure. But I'm going to list off all the things that we're going to get to. We're going to watch the curious dance practice, then the Aura performance, as well as the dance practice for Aura that also dropped, and then the Sugar Rush performance, because that also happened. I think all of these were from the showcase, and I don't know as well if there's any other performances at the moment. When I searched and tried to find, I didn't see any, so I might just do a quick look and see if I can find one, and then we're going to watch the prologue after that. So I don't know how long this video is going to be, I guess, but we'll find out that together. But I have a little tea light going, a little tea light candle, that's what it's called. Yeah, tea light candle. I also have some tea actually, so we shall enjoy it. Fuck JKR, obviously. I'm excited for it today. Hope you guys are too. Also, I'll probably go and change this shirt because it's very humid, so I'm gonna do that. It's currently raining and it's hot, so I'm gonna change my shirt real quick and then be right back. But that is what we have for today. I'm gonna do a quick check as well if there's any performances I missed, and I'll include that too. But we shall dive right in and watch some more AND2BLE content finally. I could not find any of the performances from any of the other B-sides, so we shall stick to what we have for today. And also, I know that they did another type of like performance for Aura that they dropped for one of the like performancey, like not Studio Tune, but like one of those other channels that does those kind of performances. So I know that exists, but I decided to focus on what we have for today, because otherwise I feel like I'm going to be dipping my toes a little bit too much. But of course, if there's any particular performance that you want to see me react to, then please let me know down below, and I'll be sure to add it to my recommendation list. So anyway, though, let us dive right in. We're starting off with Curious. I definitely have gotten warmer to the song over time, but I still think it's like, you know, I enjoy some of the B-sides more, in my opinion. But anyway, let's dive right in. Ooh! Immediately. Like, the isolations. Listen, obviously, I know these four that I already know, performance skills, and then Sungon has always been great too, from Boys Planet and the stuff I've seen from Even, so there's that. But the intro is so immediately in your face, both with just like the actual song itself, but also how they dance it. I'm gonna start from the beginning, I'm sorry, or start at the beginning. And that right there, like, Eugene killed it, absolutely. Oof. I know that goes hard on the live shows. Damn. Can I just look at that again? I think the first little, like 2 seconds of the chorus are just, like, insane in the way that they do it. Like, that section. Ricky's got his footwork down, and we know. Yeah, the dancers are killing this too. Like, there's a lot of fast footwork in this song. Like, a lot of it. Like, very much like, but. I guess it's because, especially in the verses, there are a lot more of those types of parts. And then also with that da 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 da, it just makes a lot of sense. But it's like so powerful in like a almost. It's a little disorienting, but not in like a bad way, obviously, because you're like, you get the first part of the chorus, for example, and it's very like bum 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 bum, you know, very much like big, strong, and like moves that like have a punch to them. And then you get to that latter part, just like the song itself also takes a turn, and it comes like do 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 do, and they just start doing like this very, again, very cool to look at footwork, and you're just like, damn. Okay, I see you, AND2BLE, you know, like. One more time for that, though. Yujin has been on something. Let it free. That little section too. I like having the two different choruses though. But one more time for this. Dun. It's always so satisfying to see Given dance, because that man, I've talked about it literally since Boys Planet. That man has legs for days, and so whenever he does any type of like leg focus choreography, it just looks so good. Because like, you just naturally just go to his legs. It sounds a little perverted, but you know, you get me, right? You there, you get me. Especially that little kick thing they do. Again, I've warmed up to the entire song except for this part, to be frank. Ooh. This man is 3 years younger than me. Just to reiterate, every single time, it's wild. That's my nephew right there. Damn, I thought we would get some type of outro. It's fine, it's fine. I'm fine with just hearing them breathing. That's fine too. Wow, I mean, I think definitely some things got lost in the previous performance that I watched, definitely, because I think obviously in those it's a lot more like you're supposed to get into it, and there's a lot of, you know, face cams and stuff, so often you miss like the cool things, the formations, the switch ups, the little like parts that they had, the verse parts, very cool too, like the switch outs. And then also, for example, just to take one of them, the way that Given and Ricky came in through their little part right there in the like pre-chorus, I guess, that little part where they come in together, no need to wait, no need to ask, like, it looks very cool, very epic. This entire thing is just very epic, I would say, just to obviously go along with the song, because the song is also super epic. But it was very cool to see, for sure. And like I said, I feel like as soon as I continue to listen to the song more and more, I warm up to it. But again, I do have a little bit more of a soft spot for the B-sides, I would say, because all of them are really good in my opinion. I did say Bed wasn't really my thing, and it still stands, but I love those a lot. So I'm excited to dive into some B-sides, speaking of it. So now we're going to watch first the showcase performance of Aura. So yeah, I did enjoy the song a lot, definitely. So I'm ready to see what we have in store here. And this is from AND2BLE fan base or something like that. Let me see what their channel name is. AND2BLE Global. They did, I assume this is from a live, also like a live recording. I almost started speaking Swedish there, weird. It's like from a live performance or live stream of the showcase, I think this is taken from. So I'm excited to see this. I'm excited to see the performance of it and the choreography, because I love that. So let us dive right in. I also know they perform this on music shows and whatnot, but music shows are always scary to react to because you never know when those get blocked. So let me know in particular if there's any of them, and I'll just check and see if I can record those. So anyway though, let's dive right in.
Fix your eyes on me. Here's your answer, baby.
Aura, Aura.
Oh my God, no doubt. See it now, no doubt.
Ooh, I like these fits. Ooh, and the glittery microphones. Ooh. Because this has like a groove that I appreciate. Ooh. There's a lot of like waist and like hips in this. Like they're doing a lot of body rolls with this song, which makes a lot more sense. I don't know if I feel like I say it in a lot of reactions, but I don't know if I call this a body roll song in my album listen, but it wouldn't surprise me if I didn't, because, or it wouldn't surprise me if I did, because, yeah. Woo! Hold on, one more time for that. Like doing the same part as him? Sing on.
Let me show you what I'm about. Watch me. All I got, no doubt. See it now, no doubt. 하나씩 보여줄게 다. 부쩍 없는 새로운 era.
Ooh.
All I got, alright. I can make it alright for ya.
This is Ricky's vibe though. Like this song is entirely Ricky's vibe, to be fair. Like that little point down to the body and then I know he's feeling it. I know he's feeling it with this concept. I know it. Like crazy. Sorry. And the grab? Okay. Good to know. Hey. He's just a joy. Ooh. Okay. So not just this is kind of nostalgic as a sound for me too, like it's got like an older boy group vibe for me, but the choreography too feels very like, at least in some parts, feels very like NSYNC. Because I got a little like clip recently of NSYNC dancing, and I was like, yeah, this is very reminiscent of this, you know? Very much like choreography that's made to sing to, you know? Woo! Kim MJ. Huh? Woo! Love that. Damn, that was a nice formation. Dancing in a circle almost. Ooh.
Let me show you what I'm about. Watch me. It feels like a starting.
I know. Oh. Sorry. I paused and I didn't even know this was coming. That's very gorgeous. I know for a fact that as soon as they knew that they were going to get a song called Aura, Ricky was already like, okay, I'm gonna Aura max in this era. Oh my god, I'm not even old. Okay, I'm only 21 years old. But in this day and age, I feel so old whenever I say things like when I accidentally say 6'7", when I accidentally talk about maxing something. It's just there's some, I don't know. But me, Ricky, and Given are the same age, if you didn't know. But it's like, it feels weird to say anything like that. But it's true. I have a feeling that Ricky was like, all right, let me just do the most cool things I can do during this performance. So he did that little thing, and now he's spinning his microphone.
Let me show you what I'm about.
Imagine if you dropped it.
It feels like a starting of something.
Ooh, little foot stuff. Hey. I like the separate cameras. Stunning. Hey. Love the layers. Ah, girl, give me a second to breathe. God damn. I love the energy for that song, and I also love the choreography there because, like, it felt very, again, it felt like a performance that is like done to be able to sing to. You know what I mean? Because sometimes there were some sections that I felt were a little bit more like, you know, difficult, so to say. But I feel like overall it was that kind of thing where a lot of times people see choreography that's like a little less, dancing to it will make you faint, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, they're just so like, they're taking it so chill, why is that? And like, I'm not even a proponent of like you must sing live, but I do love when it happens. Like, it's a great bonus. And so whatever it is actually like for real done, when it's actually something is being sung live, you just have to applaud it, you know what I mean? Especially when a choreography too can be made to also make that happen, you know? So there's that. But very fun to watch. We're going to check out the dance practice as well to have a little bit more focus on the whole of it, so to say. But let us get into it and see what we have in store for this one. Again, you just shook me by that. Ooh! One more time for that. Trust me, my eyes are fixed. Ooh! See, like, the poses, all that. Feels like they added more body rolls in the showcase performance. Ah! Do not wear a crop tee. This boy, he's still like 16 in my eyes, okay? Do not begin to do that. Because I know he's 18, 19 now? He's 19 now, okay. That's so weird. That's not right, is it? No, it can't be right. Never mind. I was counting the wrong way. No, wait. I forgot, because I'm turning 22 this year. What the fuck? Times are weird. He's 19 now, so... But he'll always be that little dude on Boys Planet. How old was he? Was he 15 on Boys Planet? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I don't appreciate the crop top. Thank you. That's what I wanted to say. I'm literally turning 22 in like 2 months. I love this moment we got going on Ricky. Like, they're obviously all like matched up with like the jeans and the white shirts, but still, you know what I mean? Like, his specific moment, I love. I talked about that part. It is so cool the way that they do the same moves as him, and they pause in a pose, and then like the next member continues on. One more time for that, because that's definitely my favorite section of this choreography. It's really cool. Sung-on leading them all. Pose, 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 pose. Just dancing around him. Oof. Okay, balance. Again. You do, Ricky. Damn. I'm such a synchronization lover, I tell ya. Wow. Stunning. Get it. That's so... Again. Hold on. Yeah, they all do it, but like... Hell yeah. Oh! Angle change! Right back. I love Sungwon's moment too, though, with the one arm out. Because that's such a dancer outfit. Oof. Uh-huh. One more time for that little fairy spin. Gorgeous. That's really difficult. It looks so good too. Wow. I'm just speaking about the synchronization, but that's truly what I'm thinking right now. So smooth. I don't know if this... Maybe I was a little bit off with saying this choreography is easy. I just think they make it look easy with, like, the just stunning footwork that they're able to do. And such smooth, too. Like, just watching their feet is so satisfying. Okay. At least you gave me an outro for this one, so thank you. Damn. At least a little bit of an outro. I like that a lot. That was very fun. Very much so. Like, again, they managed to... I think I will make a retraction. I don't think this is easy at all. I just think they made it look easy. But honestly, that's what kind of idols do, in my experience. Like, I'll be watching something and I'm like, oh, this shouldn't be too easy, too hard to learn. Like, to make, like, a recent example, I wanted to learn Cordis's Red Red because I was like, okay, I can manage that, maybe, perhaps. And then I tried for, like, a little bit and I was like, this is tough. Because a lot of times you see something overall and it's like, no, this is not too bad. But then you think about, like, oh, yeah, technique, though. You have to think about technique. Because otherwise, it's not going to end up the way you want to. You might, like, get kind of similar, but it's not going to do the same thing that they are doing. And I feel like that would be the same thing here for me, you know. But they do a lot of jumping around. So there is that. I love Given's little pose here, by the way. I keep looking at him. His eyes are drawing me in. Oof. But that was great too. I love that a lot. Like the overall vibe of it. Obviously, I forgot to mention it as well, which dumb move of me. Watch me listen to the album if you haven't done so already, because that was a lot of fun as well. But you can if you want to. And also, Kira's music video. I also did that too. Anyway, though. Nice. Good job, guys. So, let's continue right along with watching. I mean, I don't need to do this, but it's fun that way. We're going to watch the Sugar Rush performance as well. This one had no dance practice dropped or anything, because I think the Aura is like the main performance or the main B-side performance, so they didn't drop that yet. It might come out, I don't know, but it hasn't at the moment that I'm recording this, so there is that. But I'm excited to see this because I do really enjoy the song. It took me an embarrassing long time to try and find the song that I was likening it to, and let's see if I remember. Drop Pop Candy, I think is what the song was called. But I love the song. I think it is definitely growing. I think it is my favorite B-side. I think so. I just love this vibe. It was giving me very much, obviously, like Jelly Pop. Like, it's got such a fun vibe, and I really appreciated it in an album that I was assuming was going to be a lot more tougher than it ended up actually being. So I am happy that this song is here because it is very fun. I do tend to enjoy songs called Sugar something, you know, because we have Sugar Rush Ride, we had the Astro song, I can't remember what it's called, but something along those lines again. Something similar to it. So let us dive right into this as well. Yes, we're good.
Give me that.
Cause like,
Give me that.
sorry, that was very weird. We'll see if I remember to cut that out. I probably won't. It doesn't sound too similar now that like when I actually showed it to you, but to my ears it does. There we go. Thank you.
Give me that.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
Give me that.
Oh my god, the little background visuals. That's cute.
Give me that.
Hey. Damn. I've always listened to that song, but I don't know why right there. I felt like it came in so much higher. Did somebody like mess around with the sound system on this? Because it felt like it just kind of swarmed into my ears. Because like, maybe it's just me. Let's go. Sugar Rush. I'm sweating. I'm sorry. Cute. Sugar Rush. Yes. Ooh. Smooth. Sugar. Woo! How do these outfits work for the both of them? Like, I feel like Aura and Sugar Rush are so different, but somehow it works. Somehow it works. Hey. Like, you know what I mean? It feels like it almost permeates as soon as this part comes in. So stunning though. I love this. Obviously. Hey. I love that. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Ooh! I appreciate the use of that. The Ricky Bridge has arrived. Everybody, sit in your seats. Every time. Hey. Cute. We did a little bit differently this time, but I do love that little dee 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 that they do for that part. Like it's very my vibe. Woo! Girl, I killed that. I killed that right there. I wanted to just pause on it so I could actually talk about this because it's the only time that we're listening to the song today. Ooh, okay. I psyched myself up for that so much. Anyway, I think this is my favorite B-side. I don't know, there's something about it that I really love. Not just like, the chorus is great, but like, again, that little pre-chorus part, it is so... It does that too when you're actually listening to like the studio recording, but there's something about this, I guess, like, just the difference is so striking and stalled. Like, it makes you question yourself. It makes you, like, pause a little bit. And you're just like, what am I listening to now? Oh, this is stunning. You know what I mean? Like, it takes over for those few seconds that it's there. And then you immediately jumped into, like, that, you know, like, and then it's, like, the switch is wild, immediate, and then it's gone before you even, like, really take it in. At least it was like that for me the first time I listened to it. So, but it's very beautiful. And this choreography makes so much sense. It has like some parts that are a little bit more like, you know, cool, but a lot of it feels a lot more in the cuter region of like choreographies, which, you know, makes a lot of sense for a song like this. It's supposed to be more of just like a, you know, just to like get your smiles on. I think that is like one of the major things, of course. But yeah, that was nice too. I enjoyed it. I don't think they have, like I said, they definitely don't have a dance practice out, and they haven't done any other type of performances for this. So, because I wasn't able to find anything else, but very fun for sure. So now we only have one more thing to dive into today. We're gonna watch the prologue. It's simply just titled Prologue. I don't know what that means. Hi, how? It's just called Prologue AND2BLE. So we're gonna see what that entails, because I don't know, frankly. All I know, it's subbed, and also I didn't want to dive into because I know they have, I'm gonna check this real quick on my phone. I know they have something else that they released, that's like, I don't know if it's a variety thing, or it's like another introduction type thing. I'm not entirely sure, but I do know that they released something like that, just like in the beginning of their channel. It's called AND2BLE? AND2BLE. But there was episode 1 and 2 of that, and I thought it would be nice to actually combine those two to watch together, so I decided to skip it, and also knowing that this is the third to last day, I'm going to be here. Does that make sense? I don't know. But it's 2 days until I'm leaving this apartment, so I didn't want to dive into it as well, just in case. But yeah, there's that. So anyway, but we're gonna check this out and see what it entails, because I think maybe, again, I feel like it's an introduction thing to maybe them. So we're gonna find out together. So let's watch this as well. Thought it wouldn't be too much.
안녕하세요. 신인 AND2BLE의 장어입니다.
Hi.
AND2BLE의 유승원입니다.
AND2BLE 김이다. AND2BLE의 김규빈입니다.
Yes.
AND2BLE 한유주입니다.
Was it in age order?
시절이 이미
I think so.
지나갔으니까 이제는 설렘이 더 많은 것 같아요.
최선을 다한 것 같습니다. 제가 할 수 있는 최대한을 넣었고
I'm also just excited for this now, kind of knowing maybe what it's about, to learn more about Seungwon because again, I feel like I don't know him enough.
진짜 보여줄 일만 남은 것 같아요 이제.
Hi, cutie.
두려움과 뭔가 기대감과 잘할 수 있을 거라는 자신감.
모든 걸 쏟아내고 잘해야겠다. 그만큼 진짜 노력도 해야겠다.
Bom.
욕심이 많이 생기는 것 같아요 요즘에. 좀 더 멋있어지고 싶고 저희가 하고 싶은 것들 많이 할 수 있는 상황일 것 같아서 오히려 좀 더 저희의 결정 맞을지 많이
A lot of the members have
고민하고
felt a lot more
불안하고 있어요.
free, I would say.
아무래도 좀 더 멋진 모습을 보여드려야 한다고 생각하기 때문에 제가 잘할 수 있는 분야에서 좀 든든한 멤버가 되고 싶습니다.
긴장 아니면 불안한 거 그냥 거의
He's always
아예
killing it.
없고
His
진짜
looks
기대랑
always.
설렘밖에 없어요. 우리 어떻게 어떤 컨셉으로 데뷔하는지, 우리 어떻게 되는지, 어떤 음악을 할 건지, 대중들이 우리 반응을 어떻게 할 건지 다 기대하고 있어요.
항상 시작할 때 느끼는 건데 길이 정해져 있거나 앞이 보이지 않는 상황이니까 그거에 대한 두려움은 있지만
Yeah.
한 발 한 발 앞으로
Scared of the
잘
unknown.
걸어나갈 자신이
Same.
있어서 두려움과 뭔가 기대감과 좀 잘할 수 있을 거라는 자신감, 딱 이 세 감정이 가장 크게 드는 것 같습니다.
뭔가 여러 감정이 많이 겹치는 것 같은데
I think with them, of course, it's probably a little bit different than like if you're complete rookies to the industry. I think it's a lot more of like, oh my god, because they already, all of them know already what it is like in a group. And so like that, I think is already settled in them. It's just like how, yeah, the public reception is the thing that like is the major concern, I guess. Because like you already know that you are talented. You already know that you excel in certain things. So there's only like, you know, what's next that is the thing, you know?
제 또 하나의 꿈이기도 하고 하나하나 만들어 간다는 게 앞으로를 책임져줄 저의 것들을 만들어 나가는 거잖아요. 그래서 기대도 많이 되고 그리고 형들이랑 너무 재밌게 잘 할 수 있을 것 같아서 설레는 것 같습니다.
Hello.
이번 이제 뉴 보이그룹에
Is this
대한
the
팀명을
CEO?
얘기해주고 싶어.
Do they not even know?
패션 브랜드 같아요.
내안에 다양한 자아들이 이어지고 나다움을 더해가는 그룹이라는 뜻이야.
This is really cool. I appreciate it though.
개성과
Because I feel like sometimes we've seen this here and there of like, you know, groups introducing themselves, but getting like almost a documentary style video of like them finding out their name, like even that is like kind of wild.
정체성이
Because I feel like that doesn't happen unless you're on like a survival show and it's like a live introduction, like it was when Series 1.
그때는 뭔가 이해를 덜 됐었어요.
Same
더
how.
할 수 있는 나의 매력이
Cute.
무제한이다 이런 느낌, 이런
I
메시지를
love that
전달하고
hat.
싶어요.
엔드는 계속 우리의 키워드 같은 어렵고 멋진 이름을 기대하고 있는데 그런 거 좋아하니까 약간 아 이거 진짜 멋있나? 그럴 시감정 있는데 그 팀 로고 때문에 저는 팀명 입덕했어요.
I do like the logo a lot.
의미도
I think it's very like,
좋아요 사실.
it's
우리의
disorienting, but
과거,
it's also cool.
잘 인정해주고 안아주고 다시 새로운 챕터, 새로운 시작을 떠나야 되니까 AND이랑 double 엄청 잘 어울리는 단어라고 생각해요.
제일 중요한 데뷔일은 5월 26일. 5월 26일이 엔더블로서의 데뷔일이야. 우리
Yes.
엔더블의 리더를 결정했어. 우리 엔더블 팀의 리더는 장하오가
Yep. it makes sense. It makes sense.
그럼 나중에 저희 그룹 소개할 때
It makes a lot of sense. You know, I was thinking that as well of like, you know, when we know the Yehas would be leaving, I was like, probably it's going to be the case. We also didn't know in the beginning what would happen. So I wasn't even sure that all of them would be joining the same group, like what ended up happening. So it just made sense.
뭔가 무의식적으로
근데 그냥 안녕하세요 나쁘지 않아.
나도 요즘에 그런 거 잘 안 하는 것 같아. 안녕하세요. AND2BLE.
번호판에 딱 떴을 때 로고도 그렇고 뭔가 팬분들이 딱 받는 감정이 이번엔 뭘 보여줄까 하는 설렘이 있었으면 좋겠습니다.
앞으로 함께할 저희의 새로운 이름이니까
I don't think I know their grading.
팬분들도 있을 텐데 저희를 보고 힘을 많이 얻으셨으면 좋겠고
Because we fans don't even have a name yet. We don't have a fan name.
그룹이 되고 싶습니다.
It took me a while to learn how to spell it too, but I'm good now. Ooh, we got a party! Happy birthday! 축하합니다. 사랑하는. Okay. Cute! Oh, it's in little icing.
하나 둘 셋.
There we go.
이거 막내를
Hey.
너가 하자. 둘 셋. 안녕하세요. 안 되겠다.
나도 안 묻어서 몇 번 틀릴 수도 있어.
오케이.
이사들 해봐. 이렇게 될 수도 있어.
이제 저희가 마무리 멘트를 할 때 네 그럼 지금까지 NW였습니다. 감사합니다. 이렇게 하잖아요. 근데 그게 너무 안 떨어지고 뭔가 말이 잘 안 나와서 엄청난 그 에너지를 주는 팀이 되었으면 좋겠어요. 한 명 한 명이 정말 잘 보이고 또 그 한 명 한 명이 모여서 엄청난 시너지를 보여줄 수 있는 진짜 날아다니는 팀.
네, 감사드립니다.
잘 부탁드리겠습니다.
Team build.
우리가 지금 앞으로 할 얘기는 뭐냐?
They've all known each other for a long time, obviously, but Sungon has obviously taken like time away, so to say, from them. So it's a little bit different, but obviously, like the ex-Airbase One members, if you want to say that, have obviously talked for a long time.
그래서 내가 어떤 욕망
But it's
때문에
it's different now that it's only the five of them.
네, 그거 진짜 자기 관심 있는 걸 진짜
Also, these things are really
근데
good though,
이제 그거
like the team
자기
building
관심
activities.
수 있게 다른 관심 없는 걸 다 버려야 돼요.
저는 뭔가 근데 계획이 틀어지면 너무 스트레스 받아요. 그냥 진짜 별거 아닌 거여도 이렇게 하기로 돼 있고 이렇게 돼 있기로 했는데 그게 안 되면 너무 스트레스 받아요.
그냥 자기의 그 타임테이블이 있기 때문에 그 틀어지면 불안해져.
평화를 시키죠. 순둥이죠, 순둥이. 중재 역할도 하고. 네, 그죠.
기가 엄청 잘 빨리는 이유 뭔가 딱 불편한 상황이 있으면 너무 쉽게 스트레스 받아.
맞아요.
그러니까 누가 제 책상 위에 뭐 올려놓으면 그냥 밖으로 빼고
룰이 있어요.
나랑 다른 타인이랑은 그냥 다른 사람이라는 존재로 두고서 최대한 뭔가 터치 안 하려는 걸 좀 노력했던 부분인 것 같아요.
That's very me.
하면서 옳고 그름을 가릴 것 같으면
나 평화주의자라서 지금 멀어지고 있어.
He's like,
둘, 셋.
yeah,
규빈 씨가 약간 그래요?
really?
싸움이 생기면 제일 먼저 하는 생각이 이 대화가 생산적인지.
Ah,
근데 너가 싸울
Same,
때
honestly.
본인이 싸울 때 이렇게 제일 감정적인데.
shade. I get very, like, I do get very emotional, but also I'm always just like, do we need to fucking fight? Do we need to? Like, is this needed? That's always something that's in my brain. But also, I get, if it's not me who started the fight, quote unquote, then I do get kind of sad. Because as soon as I get, like, my energy up, like, I cry when I'm happy, I cry when I'm sad, I cry when I'm angry. There's just something I don't know if it's a neurodivergence thing. Please let me know. But whenever my emotions are high, I start crying, and it doesn't have to matter like what kind of emotion it is. As long as like the cortisol and the adrenaline is going, then it's like, you know. That's why my corners of my eyes are always wet.
그거 좀 반대로 하는 게
Speaking of, let me check.
뭔가
목표인가?
네 그렇게 됐어요.
그런 거 같아.
뭐 내가 정말 너무나 힘든 상황에 빠지는 거에 대한 두려움, 혹은 다른 사람을 잃는 거에 대한 두려움이 있는지.
Pretty good.
지금 가지고 있는 인기들 상상하기 조금 무서워요.
사람들로부터 좀 잊혀지고.
맞아요. 사실
Oh.
이게 활동하면서 어쩔 수 없는 건데 자연스러운데 그냥 뭔가 찬란하게 하고 싶어요.
인간관계 바쁘게 지내면 제 주변 지인들 뭐 그런 사람들이랑 멀어지게 되잖아요.
그쵸.
내 이야기를 할 수 있는 사람이 없어지면 어떡하지?
Like outside.
쉽게 뭔가 잘 못 믿게 되는 것 같아요.
저는 약간 사람을 계속 성장하고 있는데 두려운 게 만약에 여기까지밖에 할 수 없는 게 두려워요.
허여랑 비슷한데 뭔가 이 지금 이 의욕과 열심히 할 수 있는 이 마음이 그냥 저 팬분들이 있기 때문에
Yeah, right.
그거에 있어서 원동력을 받아가지고 열심히 할 수 있고 의욕이 생.
That's a very hard thing, though. Like, having only external motivators can be difficult because as soon as you lose that, it's like, what do you have to fight for? Like, I had to really search for, like, what I wanted to do in order to keep myself going. Like, YouTube is entirely intrinsically motivated from just me. Like, nobody else, of course, you guys are also here, of course, but the drive to keep going is only in my own head. Because nobody in my actual life, almost, knows about this channel. I have 2 people in my life that actually know about this channel. And that's it. Out of everybody I know. So there's that. But I'm sure it's probably really difficult in that situation to be like, what if that lowers? Is my motivation is that going to fade as well? It feels like a scary thought, you know?
혹시나라도 나중에 나고
Yeah,
그런 의욕이 좀 사라질까 봐.
exactly.
제가 똑바로 서지 않으면 뭔가 진짜 어쨌든 인기도 저를 좋아해 주시는 거고 그래도 제가 하는 거 성장도 제가 하는 거다 보니까 신체적으로나 정신적으로나 건강하지 못할까 봐.
근데 이거는 그림자예요. 그래서 이 그림자는 친해지는 거예요, 그냥.
The scary thoughts.
또 왔네. 내가 불안해지네.
Yeah.
감사합니다.
고맙습니다.
이게 뭐지?
Ooh.
여기 진짜 맛있는 가지.
이거 감자의 크림.
근데 하나만 먹어봐.
Oh, now I'm gonna get
양념
hungry.
같이 먹어야 돼. 이거.
Good thing I'm probably not gonna be able to film anymore today because I'm gonna eat after this.
정하자는 것도 있고 제일 신경 쓰는 부분이 그냥 1위 딱 1위만 말하면 이게 어떤 거 했으면 좋겠다, 어떤 거 안 했으면 좋겠다 이런 딱 1위.
근데 5명이 있으니까 5개 생각이 들 거거든요.
맞아.
이렇게 좋은 합의점을 찾아야
Yeah.
이렇게 맞물려서 올라갈 수 있고.
Yeah, all 5 have to be on the same
결정은
page.
되는 건데 우리 투표해. 그러면 과반수는 나왔어. 근데 남은 그러면 소수들이 그거 받아들일 수 있을까?
투표할
The 2 who didn't, yeah.
결과를 증정해야 돼.
오.
형은 뭐가 있어?
아니 구체적인 건데 직원이랑 스태프한테 잘해주기.
Of course.
그때 예민 뿌렸어. 그럼 옆에서 바로 얘기해줘야 돼. 이런 느낌.
그냥 그 보일 때 멤버들이 잘
자제, 바로 자제.
용습할 때 당연히 누가 힘든 거 있는데 근데 그 자리에 그냥 다 같이가
그러기는.
Yeah.
그 태도가 이상해진.
Obviously, I've never been in a group like this. I've only been in like work environments and then also my theater groups. But that's like the one thing I always say is that like doesn't matter what you're feeling, you're not gonna like act that out on other people. Like you're not gonna make other people feel bad just because you feel bad. Like that is gonna create some like very intense and like bad feelings in everybody, you know? Like we don't want that to spread that around, you know? So That's like the number one thing for me at least.
그래서 난 연습이
And also
약간
exactly that.
그 무대를 서기 위한 연습이 아니라 더 멀리 봐서 그냥 우리의 실력이 향상되는 연습을 포함한 연습이면 좋겠어.
개개인의 매력도 중요하지만 팀으로서 잘 보여주고 싶은 게 커가지고.
Yeah. That's why you're a group as well.
하나하나 다 잘 맞춰서
You want to do well
그
together.
에너지를 진짜 잘 내서 무대를 꽉 채우고.
Otherwise you would be a solo artist, you know?
거 없어요?
우리끼리
대상 받은
Ooh.
꿈이야. 우리 안
They've already got their first win, by the way.
그냥 유럽이랑 미주.
I totally forgot to mention that, but they got their first win last week. Can't remember which show it was on, but congratulations! Like, is that 2 weeks into debut? I think is when they won. About so. So fast as fuck.
많이 안 갔잖아.
전 남미도 가보고 싶어요.
남미
Ooh.
팬들 엄청 열정적이라고.
팀에서 한번 여행 가고 싶어요.
Oh yeah. Mexico, Brazil, huge fan bases for K-pop.
다 이렇게 해보고 싶고 신인상도 받고 싶고.
Yes.
나 코첼라랑 뭐지 롤라플리자 가고 싶어.
Those are big ones.
됐어요. 고마워.
영어 잘하잖아.
아니 우리 연습생 할 때 영어 제가 많이 했잖아.
그게 영어였어?
He's like, I didn't know.
벌금 되게 재미있다고 생각해. 이 팀 K-pop 팀의 그 벌금 되게 재미있어.
단체로 픽업이나 뭐 있는 거
Oh
할
boy.
때 3분 늦으면 10,000원.
모습 너무 웃긴 것 같아. 나 지하겠어. 잠깐만 통장 번호 뭐였죠? 신청해줄게.
아니 단톡방 거기에 만들어가지고 공지로 띄워놓자 계좌.
10분 이상 바로 10만 원 어때?
돈 많다.
10분에 아니면 5만 원?
5만 원?
10분에 5만 원?
그 돈으로 나중에 여행 가기 어때요?
좋아. 오 너무 좋은데?
모일 수 있을 것 같아.
That's actually fun. I like that as an idea.
모아가지고.
한 그림? 내가 쓸게 이런 느낌? 3만 원? 증거 있어야 돼. 이게 틀렸잖아.
아니,
이렇게.
행사 가면 행사 받은 페이 다 안 받기.
Oh girl. That's crazy. He suggested it, but he's like, no.
좋아.
Ooh, nice.
원이랑 투 한 번만 들어볼 수 있을까?
Is this for
타이틀곡이
Curious?
만들어지고 나서 저랑 유진이가 가장 먼저 들었었는데 이거라면 자신 있다, 되게 바뀔 게 많겠구나를 느꼈을 때 진짜 시작이구나 생각했습니다.
The beginning is here.
녹음을 멤버들이 같이 하면서 같이 5명 다 녹음실 안에 처음부터 끝까지 같이 있고. 나 지금 좀 슬프긴 해.
넌 사랑스러운 막내잖아.
Oh my god, look at that best he's got.
멤버들 녹음하는 거 듣고 좀 피드백 해주고 이런 과정들이 되게 뜻깊은 시간이었다고 생각해요.
데뷔 앨범 녹음하면서 제가 거의 전체적으로 계속 있었거든요. 멤버들이 녹음할 때도 멤버들 모르는 특성들 제가 미리 알려드리고 그거를 맞춰서 디렉팅 해주시는 게 되게 신기하고 성숙하지 않았는데 약간 이런 큰 책임을 가지고 하는 거 좀 설렜어요.
좋은 것 같아.
Nice, I'm excited.
고마워. 진짜. 없으면 큰일 날
쉽지 않긴 했는데 잘 나왔어.
진짜 잘 나왔어.
막 저도 느낌을 잘 못 잡고 있었는데 잠깐만 이제 조금씩 더 알아가는 것 같습니다. 멤버들의 목소리랑 뭔가 어떤 것들이 잘 어울리는지 좋은 곡 나올 수 있게끔 최선을 다한 것 같습니다. 제가 할 수 있는 최대한을 넣었고
You stood out a lot,
엄청
so
열심히 테이크 한 몇백 개 했던 것 같아서 잘 나왔으면 좋겠습니다.
대수도 많이 했고
you look so cute. I love those glasses. They look so similar to mine.
보여줄 일만 남은 것 같아요 이제는. 뭔가 무대에서 했을 때 재밌겠다.
These are really nasty. I'm sorry.
또 너무 많이 했고 진짜 재밌을 것 같아요, 여러분. 많이 즐겨주세요.
I love circle glasses though. That's what I wanted to say. That's why, yeah, these need a cleaning for sure. But I've always like when I first got glasses, I was like, I need circle like glasses because they look the best in my opinion. Especially unlike my face shape, I love like these kind of rims. Everyone's always like, oh my god, you look like Harry Potter, but he can't own that glass style forever. Like, come on now. Again.
진짜 좋겠다 이런 노래 할 수 있으니까.
준비하는 데 있어서는 쉽지는 않았지만 녹음실 들어가고 결과가 나온 거를 보면은 만족하고
Yeah.
뭐야 우와 제가 방금 부른 거죠? 이번 녹음하면서
He's like, was that me?
과정도 결과도 되게
What?
중요하다는 걸 다시 깨달았습니다.
Stretch those hips out. I always love looking at seeing like the behind the scenes like this.
멤버마다 이렇게
Everyone looks so casual.
한 명씩 다 대입을 해서 보고 어디가 좀 바뀌었으면 좋겠다, 어디가 좀 개선이 됐으면 좋겠다 하면서 내가 진짜 계속 봤던 것 같아요. 그리고 안무가 좋아서 사실 계속 보게 된 것도 있고 잘 하고 싶었던 마음이 커서 보면서 많이 연구를 했던 것 같아요.
멤버들이 걸어 다니는 부분들이 너무 그냥 막 걸어 자리 찾아가기 바빠.
이제 끝날 때 산책하면서 이야기 좀 했는데 와 이제 진짜 다시 이렇게 모이네.
그때는 되게 설레고 아무것도 모르고
이제는 우리가 한 팀으로 이렇게 무대를 하게 됐네? 데뷔를 하네?
다시 맞춰가는 과정도 되게
Yeah, like again, there's a lot of. I've talked about this a lot in the time since. There's a lot of moments where I do have those sour feelings, especially when I'm watching either now Cerebrace 1 or AND2BLE, and I'm like, ugh, I miss seeing them with the other guys, of course, like that's always going to be the case. But there's also a part of me that is really soft about the fact that these four now joined up with Sungon, who they used to train with, and like, you know, they were obviously all in the same company. I can't remember who else. I think also Yunso was here, and then also Ollie, but he's in a different group now, of course. But I love that they got to come together again after like so many years separated. So I think that's really sweet. And also a way to, again, I do feel sometimes bad for Sungon too, because he had to leave his brothers, if you want to use that word, to come here. But also, I'm sure that over time, again, there's going to be more positive than negative feelings. And I'm not even saying that I have more negative feelings right now. In fact, I would say I don't. But there's still a lot of things that kind of hit me out of nowhere. And I'm like, damn, you know? Because change always hurts, but now that we've known about this for months, it's like, it's getting easier with every passing day.
연동을 하면서 옛날 우리의 모습을 그대로 보여주자. 진짜 미래에 너무 재미있는 것 같아요.
어떤 새로운 모습을 보여줘야 될까 이런 고민을 많이 했고 주변 사람들한테 멤버들한테도 나는 어떤 거를 잘해? 이런 거 많이 물어봤어요. 사실 저도 스스로 잘 몰라서
좀 어떤 부분을 보완하면 좋을까 서로 이렇게 피드백을 많이 해줬던 것 같고
이 시간에 나중에 데뷔하고 영향 엄청 많이 갈 것 같아요. 되게 소중한 시간이에요 지금.
무대 위에서 보여줘야 100번의 말보다 낫다고 생각해가지고
이전과는 다른 모습을 보여주자 해서
I'm sure that's
새로운
gonna
걸 많이
come forward.
노력을 했던 것 같아요. 멤버들이랑 얘기를 많이 하면서.
나는 진짜 몸이랑 정신 부시게 열심히 할 테니까 같이 해보자. 더 올라가자. 예.
하고 싶은 말 하려니까 좀 어려운데 우리 5월 26일까지 화이팅하고 그리고 2026년 우리 신인상 꼭 받아보자. 화이팅!
It wouldn't surprise me, honestly, at least if they were nominated, you know?
진짜
I would love for them to win too, but
열심히
definitely.
만든 데뷔니까 아름다운 시작을 해보자.
조금 더 계산적이고 조금 더 철저하게 준비 중인 것 같은데 관계까지 생각하느라 너무 고생이 많고 더 서로 이해하고 뭔가 가까워지는 것 같아가지고 무대에서만 멋있으면 정말 좀 완성도가 높은 팀이 될 것 같아서 잘 부탁한다고
I believe that
싶습니다.
too.
한 마음 한 뜻으로 같은 걸 바라보고
노력하고 열심히 하고 있으니까 열심히 해서 잘해봅시다.
Yay! Was this released? I think it was probably released pre-debut for real, and that's why they don't have any, like, any hint at all. Yeah, this was 11th of April. Wow. So that's like very in advance of the actual comeback. Wow. That's wild. I also wanted to check, or I wanted to show something rather. Let's see here. Sorry, they must be in the end of this rotation. There they are. I have them as one of my lock screens because I didn't realize that with Samsungs you can do this so it like rotates. So I have like my faves on rotation in different lock screens. So that's really fun. Anyway, I really enjoyed that. I liked that a lot. Like I said, I wasn't really sure what to expect with this prologue, but I liked it a lot having to, or getting to see, like, again, the finding out of their own, like, name, I think is really fun. And then also the, you know, talking about the future and that little team building session and all that. And I think the sort of open talk about, you know, things are changing, things are weird, and like that's how it's going to be. But it is also an exciting time, you know? Again, there is, to most things in life, nothing is black or white, in my opinion. There's always things that are, you know, variables and different things that just, like, you know, change it, or, you know, there's good and bad to everything, is basically what I wanted to say to that. So there are still moments of like, but there's also a moment of like, yay, this is fun, you know? And like I've talked about many times, just like the 2.5 years that I had with Series 1, it's going to take 2.5 years for it to feel kind of normal, because that's, you know, what I'm used to. And we're half a year basically there, because kind of 2026 has been that way. Girl, did I say anything to you? But anyway, I really enjoyed this though. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, like I said, if there's anything, I'm going to try to take this a little bit more just fluidly and see, because I will have this spot for Zero Base 1, but I will try, you know, I'll get to whatever I feel is necessary. I might do combined videos too, not entirely sure. We're gonna see how that works out, but I promise you guys that you're gonna get Zero Base 1 and Double, and or both of them, you know, either or both of them on Wednesdays and Thursdays every single week. So don't you worry about that. But there's that, just so you're aware. But I love y'all so much though. Thank you for watching this. I really appreciate you. God, it is so humid in here. I'm sorry, my hair, I feel like I turned over my camera and my hair was just like this. It's puffy. It's puffy because it's humid, because it's raining, but it's also hot. So we love that. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see what is coming out next week, or if I can upload anything at all, because again, I don't know what my filming situation is going to look like in the next however many weeks I'm going to be away. So we're going to find that out together, but I will update you on whatever is the case soon enough, and you will know what is up. But like I said, we're going to be a little bit more fluid and see what comes to us naturally. But if you have anything you'd like me to watch, then please leave it down below. I would be happy to check it out. But I love you all so much, and hopefully soon we'll get our fandom name so I know what to call you, because it's been a little bit like, hello everybody, what's up with you? You know, because I can't call you guys fans, because then it sounds like you're my fans, and that's not true. You're my lovelies. If you're watching this, you're my lovely, and also you're whatever AND2BLE's fandom is going to be as well. So there's that. But I love y'all so much anyway. Thank y'all for being here. So yeah, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Check out my Patreon. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Leave down in the comments below anything you'd like me to check out in the future. Love y'all so much. Thank you for being here. Free Palestine. I'll see you guys in the next one.